it's your good buddy Chris Fafalios back with my 29th video blog. It's a very special day, so I decided to make it a very special Chris Fafalios video blog. It's a special day for a lot of reasons. First off, for all the sports fans out there, Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. I don't know if everyone who watches my blog likes the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm actually from around Pittsburgh, so it's kind of a big deal. Also, speaking of Pittsburgh sports, the Pittsburgh Penguins also won, breaking out of their slump a little bit. And then also tomorrow is the inauguration of the new president, President Barack Obama, which is a very exciting day. Well, anyway, yesterday was a good day for another reason as well. I took my good buddy Andre to play out in the snow, and we had a good time. Here's some footage from that good time.
To the life that I see you live, I am willing to work.
I sent out a message to all the members of the Facebook group Friends of WhistlePig and asked if you guys had any questions for me for my next video blog, and I got overwhelming response with a lot of questions, so I have them right here over on my laptop. So I'll bring this over and I'll read these questions and I'll answer them for you guys. First question comes from Kim Nguyen. She said, when will you be coming to Australia for a WhistlePig reading / punchline show? Kim, that's a really good question. If you read the book WhistlePig, you'll see there's a lot of animals that actually live in Australia that we wrote about in the book WhistlePig. And I also noticed that there's a lot of animals that live in Australia that we haven't written about yet. And I would bet any money that there are some animals in Australia that we don't even know about yet. So it would be very important to come to Australia. And I can only guarantee that we'll come there if our Australian sales are strong, which I'm sure they will be, because I'm sure WhistlePig and Punchline will both be huge in Australia in '09. Anyway, to my second question, comes from Emily Hanoian. She asks, how much of the book is written about your own personal experiences, and what parts are true or almost true? Well, that's a good question, Emily. The entire WhistlePig book is actually based on personal experiences, and of course it is all true. A good example of this is the poem, Where Have All the Honeybees Gone? I know you probably haven't read the book yet, but once you read that, I know a lot of people have been wondering where the honeybees actually have gone, and in the book WhistlePig we address that. We address a lot of things, and I think that you'll take away a lot of knowledge and experience from the book WhistlePig, and I think that that answers your question, and thanks a lot for the question, Emily. My third question comes from Carrie Jones, and she asks, what is your favorite comfort food? Well, I think we should put this question to the test, Carrie. I actually have some foods here. I'm going to try see which one is my favorite comfort food. The first one I'm going to try here is Jif peanut butter. We're going to find out right here. Let's see. See, this isn't bad, but I wouldn't say that it's my favorite comfort food. I have a couple other choices here. Let's see. Got Hamburger Helper. It's actually a lasagna flavored Hamburger Helper. I'm going to try this one out. See, that's not bad. It's a little high. It's resting a little high, but it's not bad at all. Hamburger Helper, I would actually prefer this over Jif as a comfort food. But I think maybe my third choice here might be the best option. It's a bag of Tostitos restaurant-style tortilla chips. I'll lay that down there. I'm going to see. Oh, now this is nice. I'm going to have to go with the Tostitos as my favorite comfort food. And thanks a lot for the question. I'm glad I could answer it for you. Well, my next question here comes from my old buddy Jason Bafile. He asked, just wondering if you think it would be a good idea to buy that special someone in your life a copy of WhistlePig for Valentine's Day, since the release is so close to the lover's holiday. Yes, Jason, in fact, I do think WhistlePig is probably one of the best gifts for Valentine's Day. I think it's way better than, say, flowers or candy or even a diamond ring. I think it's probably 25 to 30 times better than any of those presents. And Jason's question here, it continues. It's actually a three-part question. He asks, I'd like to know, are there any romantic poems in WhistlePig? And yes, Jason, there are many romantic poems in WhistlePig. There's, for example, That First Kiss is a great romantic poem. When I Get Married is a great romantic poem. Things I Like to See you'll see it all when you read Whistle Pig, but I would say most of the book is pretty romantic. And it looks like Jason has one more part of his question here. And his third part of his question is, I'd also like to know what you think the best and worst possible results would be if you gave that special someone / random girl you like / etc. a copy of Whistle Pig. And Jason, I think the best result you could ask for is probably eternal and unconditional love from that person. And probably the worst result you could get is maybe just some superficial love. So yeah, to answer your question as a whole, Whistle Pig is probably the best gift you can give for Valentine's Day. I'm sure that any lady or guy would appreciate a copy. And it's coming right around the corner. It's about 12 days after the release of Whistle Pig, so it should be A-OK and perfect. Moving on to my next question from Gregory Allen Paust. He asked, when is the new Punchline DVD coming out? And your answer is it should be very soon. I'm actually working on it right now during this blog. You guys might not notice, but I'm actually editing on this computer while I blog. And I'm expecting an early spring 2009 release of the new Punchline DVD. And so it's exciting stuff. My next question, actually a celebrity question, comes from Eric Chandler. Eric, for those of you who don't know, is actually the bassist of the band Bowling for Soup. And so he wrote to me, how does YouTube help solidify today's weak economy? Well, Eric, I don't actually understand your question, but I would like to say you're a great bass player, and being a bass player, I know when I see a great bass player, and I hope that you think I'm a great bass player as well. We both play the electric bass, and I would like to say that I would like to get together with you sometime and maybe jam on the electric bass. I think that'd be a good time. Next time you're in Pennsylvania or next time I'm in Texas, maybe we could jam together on the bass. Thanks a lot for your question, Eric. Anyway, I got one more question here. It comes from Kana Ova, who asks, have you given any thought to a sequel to Whistle Pig? That's a very good question, Kana. Actually, a Whistle Pig sequel will be in order, but our next book will not actually be a sequel to Whistle Pig, but I think anyone that likes Whistle Pig will also like our next book, which we'll be announcing the title very soon. We're hard at work on it, and we've been planning it for a long time. We're very excited to have a second book out, but first things first, Whistle Pig is what we are focused on right now, but the next book is in the works, and we hope to have it out in 2009 as well. And anyway, that looks like all the questions I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the 29th video blog. I had a great time blogging. I had a great time wearing a button-up white t-shirt. Actually, it's not a t-shirt at all. It's actually a button-up dress shirt, but I call it a button-up t-shirt, whatever you want to call it. I had a great time wearing it. I had a great time blogging. I had a great time answering your questions. And if you guys have any questions for the 30th video blog, just let me know. And hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. And why don't I take you away with some really cute puppy footage here. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Peace.